All right, guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I got a good one for you today. 2020 Arnold Classic winner William Bonac versus 2018 second place Mr. Olympia winner Phil the Gift Heath. Now, I thought this would make for a great comparison video because we got William Bonac probably at his all-time best, in my opinion. And Phil Heath, well, he wasn't at his all-time best. He ended up losing the Olympia in 2018 to Shawn Rhoden. But he is still 7-time Mr. Olympia champ. And if it wasn't for his ugly-ass midsection, he would probably still be Mr. Olympia. But we'll never know, right, guys? So, let's see how William Bonac does up against one of the best of all time. And guys, the reason why Bonac looked so good at the Arnold Classic was because he had that fucking midsection in check. And because he's so narrow, having a wide bubble gut just don't help things whatsoever. That's for damn sure, but I digress. So guys, let's just jump right into this one. So, without any further ado, let's get it on. And we got the first pose of the night, guys, the front relaxed. And you guys know that I love Phil Heath in the front relaxed, but I think I'm going to go with William Bonac on this one, guys. He's got a better V-taper. His lats are flaring out lovely. And I always say it, whenever, you hit a front relaxed, you should have very wide lats. Your lats should flare out when you hit a front relaxed pose. And William Bonac has unbelievable legs. Phil's fucking quads are washed out. And he's got a bubble gut in this pose. So all in all, William Bonac is going to get the point for the front relaxed. All right, guys, off to the next pose. And we got the ab and thigh, and they both look fucking horrible. They both look terrible. William Bonac, you can't even see any visible cuts to his midsection whatsoever. He has no V-taper and just a watery looking midsection. He's got great quads, but just such a shitty midsection. Phil Heath, holy shit, his midsection ain't no better. And like I said, his quads are all washed out. But Phil Heath is going to get the point because Phil Heath's abs are a lot more deeply cut, even though they both looked horrible in my opinion. But I digress. All right, guys, now we got the crab most muscular. And I'm going to give this one to William Bonac. William Bonac looks really good. He fills the pose out really well. His traps might even be the same size as Phil's. His chest is bigger than Phil's. And his arms and shoulders are even bigger than Phil's. Plus, Phil's fucking midsection is protruding like crazy. So all in all, William Bonac is going to get the point. All right, guys, now we got the rear lat spread, and holy shit, in 2018, did Phil Heath's rear lat spread look unbelievable. Look at the lower part of his back. Great hams and glutes, and then it just looks like a fucking piece of armor. It really does. I mean, he has one of the best rear lat spreads I've ever seen. Look how sunk in his traps are. It's just a thing of beauty. I mean, William Bonac looks pretty good. He's nice and wide, great hams and glutes, decent traps, but he ain't beating Phil Heath in this pose. So all in all, Phil Heath is going to get the point there. All right, guys, off to the next pose. And we got the side tricep. And, yeah, Phil Heath is going to take this one as well because Phil Heath does have a thicker tricep. It's more deeply cut. William Bonac has actually fallen into the pancake department, in a way. I mean, some competitions, his triceps look better than others. But here, his triceps, were a little weak. So all in all, I'm going to give this one to Phil Heath. Plus, Phil Heath's silhouette looks a little bit better as well, in my opinion. All right, guys, now we get the front lat spread, and this was a tough one. Now, Phil Heath might be a little wider, but that fucking midsection is terrible, giving him such a shitty V-taper. He's got such a small chest, and his arms and shoulders don't even look that big. And like I keep saying, those quads are so washed out. So William Bonac is going to get the point because William Bonac just looks a lot better holding this pose. His midsection's in check. His quads look great. He's got a nice V-taper. So all in all, William Bonac is going to take that one. All right, guys, now we got the side chest shot. And usually Phil Heath never wins this pose because his left pec always looks like it's deflated. But in 2018, his side chest pose wasn't too bad. So I'm going to give Phil Heath the point for the side chest. William Bonac has a small chest. I mean, Phil Heath's chest ain't that big neither, but William Bonac has a very small, round chest. So all in all, Phil Heath is going to get the point because William Bonac's chest ain't popping whatsoever. All right, guys, now we got the front double bicep. And Phil Heath looks really good. And his arms are even peaky. His biceps are even a little peaky because Phil Heath went a couple of years with flat-looking biceps. But I am going to go with William Bonac. William Bonac's got bigger arms, a better silhouette, a better midsection, and he kind of looks somewhat aesthetic. Leaning to the right, he looks a lot better than Phil Heath in my opinion. So all in all, My man William Bonac is going to get the point for the front double bicep. All right, guys. Now we get the last pose of the night, the rear double bicep. And it's all tied up, guys, 4-4. What a close battle. But how could I go against Phil Heath, right, guys? I mean, he's so 3D. He's a little bit wider than Bonac. He's got great hams and glutes and a decent lower back. And we're going off the rear double bicep, and his arms look fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong. William Bonac has a phenomenal rear double bicep. And you know what? It might have been the best here at the 2020 Arnold Classic. And then he's got great hams and glutes, and his arms look great, but I just cannot pick William Bonac over Phil Heath in the rear double. So all in all, if we tally it up, obviously it was 4-4. Phil Heath took the last pose, the rear double bicep, making it 5-4 Phil Heath. And I tell you though, guys, if Phil Heath didn't have a protruding midsection, he would have looked a lot better and probably still be Mr. Olympia now. He'd probably still be the Mr. Olympia champion, probably 9 times over, but I digress. So guys, let me know what you think about the video, and what do you think about William Bonac's performance at the 2020 Arnold? Mikey's Iron Rage. Peace out, guys.